Oh man, I really should have done something with myself. Okay. Welcome to our Deacon Power Call. We are so excited that you are all with us. Thank you for being here. Let's see. I have no announcements. For myself personally, you guys, I'm seriously so sore. I started Chalene Extreme this week, and I'm doing Max 30 for my cardio, and I could barely move. So that's just so you know about me. Okay, so today's call is going to be hosted by Lacey. Wait, do you want me to do my design stuff really quick first?
Yeah, you do your stuff first.
Okay. So we just wanted to touch on a few designing pointers for your ads, I guess. What do you call them? The things we put together.
Just your pictures, maybe?
Yeah. So I'm not a professional, but I am. I have taken a few classes, and I enjoy designing. So here's just
First of all, she is a professional. She owned her own design Etsy shop for like years. And she didn't you minor in it at school?
Yeah, but I'm not. Okay. I'm really.
So don't let her fool you because she is pretty cool. Okay, go ahead. Go.
Well, I'm cool. I'll say that. I am cool. So, okay, so just a few tips. First of all, there are two different types of fonts. You have your serif fonts, and then you have your sans serif fonts. And so I wanted to put together something like so you can actually see what I'm talking about. But just know that your serif fonts are any of the fonts that have the little like
legs.
Legs on the ends of the letters. Who was that said that?
Stacey.
Thank you, whoever it was. So, and then your thanks. Then your sans serif fonts are just your plain up and down fonts. There's not decorative. There's no legs on the end of the fonts. Okay. So in general, you should only have 2 fonts on your papers or whatever on your designs. I hate it personally. Okay, again, I'm not critiquing anyone specifically, but I don't like seeing a billion fonts on there. You don't want to see that. You either want, if you have a serif font, you want to pair it with a sans serif font. You don't want 2 different types of serif fonts. And if you have a decorative font, like a fancy font, if you're using Rona Designs, there's lots of fonts like that. You can use those, that's fine, but pair it with a sans serif font. Okay, you don't want too much going on because then your brain doesn't know where to look. And another pointer is you want kind of all of your text to be grouped together in one area. If you have like challenge group up in this corner and the date in this corner and some more text in this corner, like your eyes have nowhere to look. You want your design to have a fluidity to it. Okay, you want to be able to just start from one side and go to the other. Again, I'm going to put together something so you can see what I'm talking about. But you don't want all of your text spread everywhere on the page. You want to just have it in one general area, or at least so it makes sense. Just don't have it like this. You want your design to flow. So those are the 2 main things that I've noticed just from other Beachbody coaches as well. But especially the fonts. Just stick to 2 fonts at the most. So, and I'll put together some slides so you can actually see what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, those are my pointers.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
What fonts do you recommend on Rhonda Designs? Because I know you bought some.
I use on Rhonda Designs. I bought the bold basics, and then I have the light basics. They were each $1, and there's like a bunch of fonts in each one. There's another one that I purchased that I really liked the script of it, but I'm not big on decorative fonts. I don't like cutesy fonts. You want to come across definitely as more professional. Cutesy. I probably shouldn't look like this giving this like these tips, but anyways, I mainly use bold basics and the light basics, and then occasionally I'll use doing a name really big or something like that. I'll use a script and then use the sans serif for the rest of the fonts. So
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, maybe that's too much. Okay. Are there any questions other than that?
Any questions? Yay, nay, no, yes. Okay, can you guys hear me? Because you keep, like, your faces keep freezing, but I can hear you. So can you hear me?
All right, go ahead.
Yes? I hate my internet so much. Yes, you're good?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, hold on. I'm just going to log in on my phone because it keeps cutting out on my computer. Allie, keep talking. Give me 2 minutes to log in. Hold on.
Okay, I have another pointer then too. You can use, even though you're using 2 fonts, you could use the same font but bold it or use it in italics, but still use the same font if you wanted some more contrast. And let's see. I like for my designs to have one thing that's really big. Like for example, when I had Kendra's book, Kendra Team Tower or whatever, you can have the name that's in smaller fonts, or if I have introducing a challenge group or clean eating group, I'll have like clean eating group big and then the other words small. Maybe this sounds all trivial and that doesn't matter. I just know before I took my class I didn't really know a whole lot about that. So
Mama.
Hey, Allie.
Mama.
yeah.
Allie. When you're going through and like critiquing our pages, would you mind like pointing out, oh, this one's really good, I like the font you used, or maybe like this, you know what I'm saying? Maybe point out some things like that when you're critiquing our pages.
Yeah, I would totally love to do that.
Okay, thank you.
Who was it that said that?
Rachel.
Okay, yeah. I will for sure do that. I'm not one either for, and everyone has their own style too, so just take this all with a grain of salt, but I'm not one for like, I don't know, borders and backgrounds, and Runner Designs offers a lot of that, which you can use if you know how to use it. But in my opinion, less is more when it comes to design. So, and she's still not logged in. So, how's everyone doing? I guess good. Yeah. That's good.
Hey, Allie.
Yeah.
Did you say you're really sore on day 4 of Chalene Extreme?
I am so sore.
Really?
Yeah. So, but I'm not sure if it's just from Chalene. I know it's from Max 32 for sure. It's from that too. But yeah, I'm sore. And I've only done 2 lifting days from Chalene, but I love it so much. Has anyone here done that program?
No, but I want to.
Yeah, I love it. It's so awesome. Yeah, I love that. And Body Beast. For sure. So do we have anyone on the call for the first time? I'm scrolling through everyone, trying to see. Shreya, you on the call, right? Okay, yeah. Jennifer? Yes. Welcome, Jennifer.
Hello.
We're so excited that you're here.
I'm still awake.
Yay! What time is it?
It's 8:15.
What time do you normally go to bed?
I'm usually in bed at 9 because I wake up at like 4:45 ish.
That's brutal.
Yeah, Autumn's mean in the morning.
What? What'd you say?
Autumn's mean in the morning.
Oh,
Getting up to her.
Yeah, especially in the morning. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Go out. I don't have any flips.
Okay, my phone's not working either, so we're just going to keep our fingers crossed that my computer cooperates.
I have no.
I can't help you with that. Go find out. Don't you love how your kids all of a sudden like need to talk to you as soon as you are like in the middle of something? They wanted nothing to do with me all day until now.
That is not true.
Okay, go. Love you. Bye. Okay, here we go. Okay, so today we wanted to talk a little bit about the business side of coaching. We've talked a good deal about running challenge groups and inviting and the 3 vital behaviors, which are all super necessary. But we also wanted to talk about kind of the business aspect of it. So the very first part of becoming a coach as far as the business is concerned is number 1, becoming a coach. And congratulations to you all. You have done that. You have crossed that bridge and you have signed up to be a coach. Okay, so your second step, hold on. I can totally see you. Can you go down to the other room? Thanks, love you, bye. Okay. So your next step after signing up to become a coach that you're going to want to do in order to grow your business is to become
The second step.
Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry. Second step is to become active. So the way you become active is you have 50 personal volume points, meaning, so for example, every product that Beachbody has is assigned a point value. So Shakeology is 90 point values. Some of the workouts are, you can get up to 180. So basically, if you're ordering Shakeology, then you will be active. Now, you can still get your commissions if you are not active, but once you are growing your business, you're going to want to be active. So if you're ordering your Shakeology, cross that one off your list. You are active. You're good to go. Okay, so then your next step is Success Club. We're going to touch on this one super quick because we've talked a lot about it in previous calls. But basically, you want to focus on hitting Success Club 5 or 10 every month, because this will allow you to know that you are pushing your business forward. So in order to do that, every challenge pack is worth 2 Success Club points, and every new auto ship Shakeology order that that somebody purchases through you is 1 point. So I did hear a talk by Jeff Hill, who is one of corporate's bigwigs, that he's the one that you hear always do the National Wake Up Call. And he was talking about how one of the things they do regret is calling it Success Club. They wish that they would have picked a different name for it, because they feel like it's not necessarily a success point that you're looking at, but it's a changed life that you're looking at. So he said that he likes to look at it as 3 changed lives. Or 3 lives that you've changed that month, rather than 3 challenge packs that you've sold. So I kind of like that. So that's your third step, is to hit Success Club every month. Okay, so then from there, this is when you start building. And I'll be completely honest with you. This is where you're going to see the biggest jump in your income, is when you start to build. Because Beachbody will pay you bonuses based on the productivity of your team. So you are going to extend your leadership from challenge groups to then also leading your team, which it's the same vital behaviors. It's just with a different focus. It's with different goals in mind. So your step after becoming an active Success Club hitting coach is to become what's called an Emerald coach. So I have this little paper because clearly I am not the graphic designer of the family, and I didn't even realize it. Does it totally look backwards to you?
No, we'll hold it closer. We
No?
can't see it.
Can you see it? Woo.
No, I can see it. You have the cutest handwriting, though.
So when you become Emerald, here is you. And to become Emerald, you need 2 people to sign up as coaches. 1, 2, okay? So you're going to put 1 on your strong leg and 1 on your weak leg. Now, I'll give you a very small snippet explanation of strong and weak. Basically, your strong leg is the leg that your coach placed you on that will then continue to build underneath you. Now, those people that are underneath you are not your personally sponsored coaches, but the volume that they bring in does contribute towards your cycle bonus. And then your weak leg is the leg that you and the coaches you put underneath you are solely responsible for that volume. Okay, so I know that it sounds like Chinese that I'm speaking. I will post a video by Michael Neiman about the cycle bonus and how that works, because if I tried to explain it to you, it would be super confusing. But he is genius, and he has put it together in a way that really allows you to visualize it and understand the way that a cycle bonus works. But basically, just in a nutshell, it's once you have these 2, and they have to be active coaches underneath you, you are then Emerald. And for every certain amount of points on both of your legs, remember how you had 2 legs here? Every time that these points match up, that you will cycle. So you'll have like 200 on this side, 100 on this side, which will count for 1 cycle bonus. And those points go back to, just like we were talking about the personal volume points with Shakeology, same points with all of the programs and challenge packs and everything that your coaches produce underneath you. So once that cycle bonus comes as an emerald, you will be paid $14 for every cycle bonus. So just to give you an idea, my last check, I believe I made $120 just in cycle bonuses. Granted, I'm still at the beginning of building my team, but that was just an extra $120 for that month or for that week.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead, Al.
So my last check, this last Wednesday, I'll just put a screenshot. I sent it to Stacy because I was so excited. So I was paid $524 on Wednesday. That's what my check was. And only 118 of that came from my own retail, from my own commissions that I sold. And it wasn't from a challenge pack. That was just from recurring Shakeology orders from other people. I didn't personally sell anything last week. It was just from recurring HD orders. Does that make sense? So 118 of that was commissions, and the rest of it all came from either my team cycle bonus or from signing coaches. And so that's huge. And as an Emerald coach, you can cycle up to you can get up to $250 a week. But then as a Diamond, you can cycle up to $1,000 a week. That makes sense? It probably doesn't. It's so confusing. We'll post that video by Michael Neiman. It makes a lot more sense. But the moral of the story is that you make a lot more money building a team than you do just selling the product.
Totally. So in connection with becoming an Emerald, there's also another bonus. So not only do you get to cycle bonus, but Beachbody also gives you free customers. You qualify for free customers when you are an Emerald. And you have two different categories of customers. One category of customer is called, I want to make sure it's you right. They're customer leads is what they call it. And a customer lead is somebody that has signed up for one of the free Beachbody accounts or has signed up for one of the paid Beachbody accounts. They basically went to beachbody.com and said, I want to be part of Team Beachbody. So they signed up without a coach. So that's one type of lead that you can get. They're a free customer. They're there. They want your help. And then there's another type of lead, which is called a Success Club lead, which is a person that has purchased a product, whether it be a program, Shakeology, any of the Derm exclusive stuff. So somebody that has purchased a product either through an infomercial or just gone to beachbody.com and purchased something. So you have these two different categories of free customers that you qualify for when you're an Emerald. Now there's a couple other things that you need to do in order to qualify for these leads. So number one, you need to be at a paid Emerald rank for 1 week out of the month. Number two, let's see, hold on. You need to have your business fees paid, so your $15.95, that needs to be paid. Number three, you need to be a club member, meaning if you have Beachbody on demand, then you are a club member. Number four, you need to have your bio either before or after picture and just the information you fill out in your bio. If you go into your website, you will see on the left-hand side it says complete my bio. There's just a couple little questions about yourself. It's super easy. Will take, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. So just make sure that is done. And then lastly, you need to be at Success Club 5. So once you've hit that, when you've covered those things, you will then be qualified for the free customer leads. And then once you do all of those things and you qualify for Success Club 10, you then get the Success Club leads. So with 5, it's customer leads. With 10, it's Success Club leads. And the way that it works is if you do all of these things, let's say you did them all in January, then you are locked in for February and you will get your leads all month long for February. So you lock it in the month before, you get the leads the month after. So this all happens when you become an Emerald. So then to continue to build your business, to take it to the next step, you're going to continue to do the hit Success Club, run your challenge groups. And once you hit Emerald and you continue to build your team, your next step, which is one that sometimes people just skip right over, is called Ruby. Okay, so you have you up here at the top, and then you have an Emerald coach on each leg, and then one coach, active coach, underneath them. So in order to be Ruby, you have to have one coach on each of your leg hit Emerald, which is what you just did, which is having 2 coaches underneath them. So basically what you're doing is, as a leader, is you're helping them grow their business, which then pushes also your business forward. It's truly a team effort. So Ruby is an Emerald on each side with an additional active coach under them as well. Now that Emerald can be anywhere. It can be, your Emerald can be your first coach, or it can be your second coach. It can be anywhere on that leg. It doesn't matter, just as long as there's an Emerald on each side. And then once you've hit Ruby, then your cycle bonus also is increased, and you're at $16 for every cycle bonus that you have. So that's a little bonus too. Then you're going to want to get to Diamond. Okay, so it's just a progression. What Diamond is the exact same thing. You've just moved your coach forward, your business forward. So for Diamond, you have you at the top, and then you have 4 coaches on each leg, and 1 coach on each side is an Emerald. It doesn't matter where they are, just as long as there's an Emerald coach on each leg, as well as 3 other active coaches. So that's why a lot of times people skip right over Ruby and are just kind of right into Emerald or into Diamond. But it can go either way. So that's kind of, oh, and when you hit Diamond, you are then at an $18 cycle bonus. And like Allie said, you can cycle up to $1,000 a week for your cycle bonus. And as a Diamond, you also qualify for not only the free customer leads and Success Club leads, but you also qualify for free coach leads. So people who want to be a coach and they sign up but not under a coach, they then funnel them out to all of these Diamond people. So you have more coaches to train. So Beachbody wants you to succeed. They want you to do well. They're handing you free customers. It's up to you how you are going to help them. And I'll be completely honest, I had no idea that there is so much training about how to help these free customers until about 2 days ago. So here I've been a coach for 2 years and had no idea what to do with these free customers. I mean, I like them because they bring in commissions for me, but I've never really known how to effectively reach out to them. So stay tuned for that call, because I am actively working on figuring out how to best utilize those free customers and best help them. Because every time a customer calls in for an infomercial, orders on Beachbody, our team, beachbody.com, anytime they order a program without a coach, or it's not through a coach, they are told that they will be getting a free coach, and that free coach will be reaching out to them to help them. So they are expecting someone to help them. So pretty sweet for us that we don't have to be going out to find these people. These people are coming to us. So that is one of the total perks of growing your business. So
can you hear me?
Al?
Yeah, I just looked it up and that's wrong. Diamonds cap at $2,000 a week. Emeralds are $250, but diamonds are $2,000. 1-star diamond is $3,000 per week. And then it goes all the way up. 10-star diamond is $12,000 per week. And that's insane.
That's pretty awesome. Well, and just to touch on what the 1-star, 2-star, 3-star diamond is, because you hear that thrown out like on the National Wake Up Call. Basically, that means you're a diamond, and a 1-star diamond has one of their coaches on their legs is also a diamond. So one of these people has hit diamond as well. So basically what you're doing is you're helping your coaches succeed and grow their business. So as you can see, that's where the financial freedom of coaching really comes in, is as you not just build your team, not just sign up coaches, but that you nurture them and help them the same way that you do with your challenge groups. Because that's really what it's about, is helping other people reach their goals, whether they be financial goals, whether they be health goals, whether they be nutrition goals. That's what our role as a coach is. So that is kind of in a nutshell how to grow your business and where you're going to see the biggest financial benefit. But one thing that I wanted to just also touch on really quickly is that You know, this can really feel overwhelming and sound overwhelming when you're like, okay, I'm just trying to sell challenge packs. I'm just trying to get people in my dang challenge groups. And I so remember that feeling like I just need to get a dang challenge pack sold, for crying out loud. I can't worry about building a team. But they really go hand in hand. It's as you step up to that leadership role and you model to your challenge groups what it's like to live a healthy lifestyle, what it's like to coach, and really that it all comes down to that you just want to help people. You then are able to take those challengers and help to guide them along the coaching path. Whether you just started coaching yesterday or you started coaching 10 years ago, it doesn't matter. You are one step ahead of where they are. So you don't need to know all of the answers because, I mean, Allie and RAI are the same as you. Like, we have our doubts, we have our frustrations, we have so many no's. We are the same as you. The only difference is that we happen to start sooner than you did. And in the long run, we failed more just because we happened to start it earlier. So we are the same, exact same as you. It all comes down to showing up every day, doing the consistent 3 vital behaviors, and focusing on inviting, being a product of the product, and personal development. That's really what it all comes down to, is kicking those fears to the curb, kicking those doubts to the curb, and focusing on what you do have control over. I listened to a call this morning that was super awesome, and she was talking about fear. So those of you that are on Team Inspire, look up Summer Tucker's little thing from today. She talked about how we are only born with the natural fear of 2 things. And that is, 1 is falling, and 2 is loud noises. Those are the only 2 things that we are born naturally afraid of. Every other fear that we come across in our life has been nurtured by ourselves. We have held on to that fear willingly, nurtured it, loved it, fed it, and it has kind of set up shop in our life. And so in the end, it's up to us to get rid of those fears. And the only way to do it is by conquering them. The only way to do it is by facing them head on and going for it. And that's one of the things that I love, that I've heard Aaron say so many times, is I look for the next scary thing. The next scary thing that comes my way, and I do it. And I can say that, like, for my own personal experience, I hated talking to people on the phone. Like, it scared the living daylights out of me. The only people I talked to on the phone were Allie and my mom. Those are the only 2 people. And so when I had to then realize that I had to pick up the phone and talk to somebody about coaching, I was like hyperventilating. Like, I had the phone talking and I was like gagging on the side, like so nervous that I had to talk to somebody I didn't know. But the more that I've done it, it's not scary anymore. Like, I get a little nervous before, like some butterflies, but now it's so exciting because I've realized that there's no reason to be afraid of it. There's no reason to nurture that fear. And so it can be scary to try and grow your business. No, not try, do. It can be scary to grow your business. It can be scary to invite. It can be scary to run challenge groups. But the only way you're going to get over that fear and kick it to the curb is by doing it. Facing it head on every day, consistently keeping up with the little things and not nurturing the fear, but showing it that you are stronger than it is. So that is what I have to tell you. Allie has something amazing to say too. Go.
Just about that, I just texted Rachel this week, actually, or maybe it was last week, when we did that dance competition, not competition, just that dance thing we did in Team Empower or whatever. When Rachel went through our challenge group as a challenger, we had one of our daily challenges was to record yourself doing an exercise. And when she posted herself doing this exercise, and she had said, oh my gosh, like, I've been sitting here for an hour and I didn't want to post it, and then I wanted to post it and I didn't want to post it, and you could feel through her text how much anxiety she had about posting herself this video doing this exercise. And that moment when I saw her posting that, stepping outside of herself, pushing past her fears, that is something that really, really like cemented my desire to coach, because I watched her step outside of her comfort zone and grow as a person. And so then when we just did these dance videos and I saw her post her video on her own page and not just in our Team Empower, I know, I'm not kidding you, I sat and cried like a baby watching her. And because I love her so much, just like all of you, okay? I have come to love all of you so much. But watching her go from being so fearful of doing something and then doing it openly and helping people, wow, I mean, you guys, that is a huge deal. And as we conquer our fears, people are watching us. You know, that's not comfortable for someone to post themselves dancing, you know? But people watch you, they know what you're fearful of. And when you share those vulnerabilities, that is inspiring, you guys. And it's hard. It's hard to do those things. There's a book called Eat That Frog. And the whole point is if you had to eat a pot full of frogs and there was a bunch of little ones and there was one big one, if you eat all the little ones first, what are you thinking about the whole time? You're thinking about that huge frog that you have to eat at the very end. And the whole point of the analogy is eat that big frog first, and all the little ones, no big deal. So if there's something that you're fearful of in your business right now, if you're fearful of inviting, if you're fearful of posting a video of yourself on your Facebook page, you know, if you're fearful of running a challenge group, you guys do those things. That's it. Like, that's how you get through it. That's how you get over it. You do it. And I'm a firm believer in that, because that's what I have had to do. I mean, there's been a lot of things that have scared me in this business, and I can stand here and testify of that truthfulness, that as you do those things you're fearful of, you will conquer them and overcome them and inspire people on your way. So anyways, that was the tangent. You are awesome, Rachel. I love you, and you know that.
That's awesome. So anyway, that's pretty much our call. In the end, get rid of those fears. Don't nurture them. Don't feed them. Show them who's boss. And the best way to do that is by doing them. And really the best way to continue to help more people, to widen your scope, to help people, is by growing your business, and that's by building your team. So that's where it is at. That's the big, huge picture of coaching. Don't let it overwhelm you. Feel free to jump in with where you're at. I mean, you can go as fast or as slow as you want. Just know that those are the possibilities, because really they're limitless. Like our coach today was saying, what was she saying? Out of there's 400,000 coaches. And she said, let's just say half of those are discount coaches. And then there's the coaches that people, like, I signed up my husband, he's not going to do anything with it. So, and in the end, there's really probably only 100,000 coaches that are actually building the business. And in building the business, we have, I think that there's 200 coaches that qualified for Premier this year and 100 that qualified for Elite. And so, but it doesn't mean that that's the only people that have this potential. It's open for everybody. Because Danny Johnson says that 98% of people will be dead or dead broke by the age of 65. And so it's up to you if you want to be a 2%er or if you want to be a 98%er. And the fact that you guys are all here on this call, learning, wanting to know how to better help people, wanting to know how to grow your business, and then going and doing it and putting it into action, means that you are a 2%er. You are one of those people that's going to succeed, because you are doing the little tiny things that aren't always the sexiest, aren't always the most fun, but you're doing them consistently. So don't give up. Don't give up. Don't throw it away. Don't doubt yourself into the garbage, because you are worth it. You are a 2%er. So keep telling yourself that. Keep living it. Keep preaching it. Keep doing it, because you totally can. So that's our call. Do you guys have any questions or thoughts or any of the above? Just want to say hello, do a little dance.
We need to do a call where you guys can just come with questions too. Like, if you have questions outside of this topic too, if there's any like pages or I don't know, anything, you can ask them now. We also need to have a forum where you guys can ask those just on a call. So does anyone have any questions that we haven't answered, maybe that we didn't see on the page or anything like that you've been thinking about? I'm scrolling through everyone, and everyone looks at me blankly. Nothing. Hey, Kendra. I haven't seen
Hi.
yet. I haven't scrolled all the way through yet.
Do you guys recommend signing your husbands up then to hit Emerald, or?
So yes, like right off the
Okay.
bat, yeah, we do. We recommend signing your husband when you are ready to hit Emerald. You don't have to sign him up and just have him sit there and, just to get a challenge pack or something like that. But the reason we recommend signing your spouse is because then eventually you can start building his leg. So you are making commissions and cycling off of him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you could technically sign up your spouse, but not do anything for months with his account.
Yeah, you'd have to be
Okay.
paying he doesn't have to be, if you want to be Emerald, he has to be active, which means he'd have to be getting that 50 PB, which usually means he'd be ordering Shakeology.
Right. Okay.
But like, for example, my husband, he signed up right now, but I have enough coaches that I don't need him to be active. So we're not,
Okay.
we're just paying his $15.95 or $85 fee, and we're not getting 2 bags of Shakeology right now. But if you wanted to qualify for Emerald and only had 2 coaches, then he would have to be active. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Which means basically just ordering Shakeology for him.
Yes.
Okay.
And something that's nice about having your husband as a coach. So my husband is a coach. We drink a lot of Shakeology, so we have him ordering Shakeology. But then anytime there's something that I want to order, like I just ordered the Performance line or anything like that, I'll order it through him so that I can then get the volume points through him and cycle. So I know that that probably doesn't sound like makes sense, but if there's anything that you want ordered through or for you, actually, but I do order the programs for myself so I can get them on my own Beachbody On Demand account. But anything else I order through him. So that is nice to kind of have that option so you can get the volume points to cycle.
Okay.
So yes.
When you start cycling, and I guess I just probably need to watch this video, but when you start cycling, are you earning commissions even from the coaches that you don't sign up, like, or whatever
You won't get commissions from them, but basically what it is so on your weak leg, it needs to be, I think it's 100 points. It needs to match 200 points on your strong leg. So on your strong leg, all those coaches that you see are underneath you, their volume points will count for that cycle, but will count for that 200 points that you need. So you don't get commissions off them, but you do get to use those volume points to cycle.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it doesn't have to be like personally sponsored coaches that hit that volume point every month, right?
Not on your strong leg, no.
Okay.
No.
But on your weak leg, it does have to be personal?
On your weak leg, only your own personal sponsored coaches will be the only coaches that are on your weak leg.
Okay.
So all the volume points will come from them.
Okay.
Well, that's not true, because it's your personally sponsored coaches and then their coaches. Like if they put their coaches on that same leg.
That's true. That is true.
But you're just not getting any coaches from your upline, basically.
Right.
Okay.
On your strong line, you're getting coaches from your upline. On your weak leg, it's all your downline, which includes your coaches and their coaches and their coaches.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Good question. Yay, we had a question.
It's so exciting. Okay, well, that's been another great Thursday. You guys are awesome. Oh, Erin, did you get an email from Beachbody?
I haven't checked yet because I haven't been able to, but I will do it right now.
Okay. Everybody that's on the wait list for Summit, make sure you're checking your email. They sent out a bunch of them today. And message us or let us know if you guys are at least planning on going to Summit. If you're on the wait list, most likely you're going to be getting a ticket. So we just want to make sure we have enough space, hotel room space. So we might have to get another room. So let us know if you are going to do it, if you get a ticket. So anything else, Al?
Nope. We're good.
All right, you guys are awesome. Keep doing it. We're here if you need anything. Let us know. Send us any questions or post them in the team. And
All right. See you
keep going.
later.
Bye.
Bye, guys.